Well, hello there and good morning, kids. Today is May 4th. Okay, to all my Star Wars fans, May the 4th be with you. Today is Star Wars International Day. It sounds a lot, the most common phrase in Star Wars, may the force be with you. It sounds a lot like the date of today. That's why today is considered to be Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. So kids, my kids that are fans of Star Wars like myself, happy Star Wars Day. After you do the homework, watch a movie, read a book, whatever you want, something that is related to Star Wars so you can enjoy Star Wars Day completely as it should be. Now, first things first, what's up? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're doing great. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Remember that I sent a message telling you that you didn't have to work on May 1st since it was Labor's Day here in Mexico. Don't worry about it. The check mark is already in the list. So you have your work. Don't worry about it, okay? Now, for today, you do have to work. It's a new week. We have to work. Don't worry, it's not that complicated. Today, you're going to be working with phonology and language. Phonology, we're going to be working with pages 21 and 22. Language, we're going to be working with pages 79 and 80. Again, phonology, pages 21, 22. Language, pages 79 and 80. Okay, good. Now, let me share my screen with you. Give me one moment. And there we go. Excellent. Page 21, writing our words. It says, step 1, warm up, listen and pronounce, listen and write. You already know what you have to do with these pages. You can ask mom or dad to dictate the words so you can write them as the dictation goes. Okay, the first part, just mom, dad dictates the words and you're like, okay, afterlife, afterlife, fabrics, fabrics, trespass, trespass, mummified, mummified. Okay, you just write the words as mom or dad or whoever is dictating it. You do it, okay? And then step 2, it comes the entertaining part of this activity. Mom, dad, whoever is going to help you today with this activity, they're going to tell you, okay, the first 5 words, you're going to write them with your left hand. Okay, with the left hand. Okay, now you're going to write them placing your book on top of your head. And then you do it. Okay, mom, dad, whoever is with you is just going to think of a funny way to write the words, and that's it. Okay, so if mom or dad doesn't understand how they have to do it, explain them. You have already done it a lot of times with me. Okay, now after that, after we do the activity on page 21, we can go to page 22. And it says, you can do it. Read through the postcard and underline the misspelled words. Then write them correctly on the lines. Again, read through the postcard and underline the misspelled words. Then write them correctly on the lines. How are you going to know if it's misspelled? Because the words that are misspelled are the words we're using in this new vocabulary. Okay, good. So you have to read the postcard that they're sending all the way from Egypt. And it says, I'm going to read it, okay? Hello, Professor Luxor. I am enjoying my study abroad program here in Egypt. We have researching the ancient artifacts collected from thousands of years. Unfortunately, some raiders have stolen many of the more luxurious items. I have become obsessed with the beautiful fabrics and clothing of ancient Egypt. However, I can quite get used from the mummified bodies. It is like torture to me. I will write again soon. Try to read it in the correct way, even though the words are incorrect. You have to check the words that are incorrect. There are 8 in total. You have to underline them and then write the 8 words that are incorrect. That's all. We have an extra activity down here that it's teamwork. We're not going to do it because you cannot do it in teamworks. So that's all for phonology. Again, what you have to do, you have to practice the writing of the words with a little dictation that mom or dad is going to tell you. And then on this exercise on page 22, you have to underline the misspelled word and then write the 8 misspelled words in the correct way on the lines. That's it. Now, let's move to language. Language. For language, we have prepositions review. And it's telling us a preposition. Prepositions are words that connect nouns and pronouns to other words in a sentence. Prepositions can tell us where something is or when something happened. So they can tell you a time or a place, okay? The most common prepositions that we use are in, on, at. They are not the only ones that exist, but they are the most common prepositions. In, on, at, okay? Here we have a little chart below that is explaining us how to use the prepositions in, on, at, from being not specific to being specific, okay? We're gonna go first with in, on, at, used as prepositions of time. And then in, on, at, used as prepositions of place. So first, time. In, months. We can use it by telling months, but not being specific, just saying the month. In May, in June, in August, in March. You're not being specific with the date, like Monday, like the number of the day. No, just saying the month. In May, okay? Years. In 1989. You're not saying month, you're not saying day, nothing, just the year. In 2020, in 2005. Times of the day. In the morning. That's it. Difficult? No. On Monday, you're kind of being specific, not completely, but a little bit. On Monday. Date. On August 18, you're being a bit more specific. On Monday 15. Okay, date and part of the day. Sunday morning. Okay, Wednesday afternoon. The date and the part of the day. Now, at, that is when you're being extremely specific, a little bit more specific than the other two. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. No, I don't have coronavirus. Don't worry about it. It's just a little sneeze. Specific time of the day, at noon, at morning, at evening, at night. Okay? Now, an hour at 8:15, at 10:30, at 12. Another hour at 11 a.m. at 10 p.m. Okay, you're adding the a.m. or the p.m. to make it even more specific. It's in the morning or is it at night? Okay. Then of place, continents in Africa, country in Uganda, city in Tijuana. Okay. Place on Market Street. You're being a little bit more specific. Avenue on Felipe Tovar Avenue, something like that. Means of transportation, it means when you're talking about a transportation on a specific, on an airplane. Oh, I'm traveling on an airplane. Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants. On an airplane, okay? And then at, it's when you're being more specific than the other twos. Address, at 42 Wallaby Way. Specific location, at the hospital, at school, at the market. Address, a more specific address. For example, at Chimichanga Avenue, number 42 in Tijuana, Baja California. Okay? Now, yes, I already gave you the answers for those, but you have to write others, okay? After you do that, you have to answer the questions. You have to pay a lot of attention to what the question is asking you. It says, look at Marina's weekly schedule. Then answer the questions using a complete sentence and a preposition of time, at, on, or in. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from December 1st to December 5th. And then you have the hours and the things that she is doing. Number one, when does Marina have math tutoring? You have to look at this and then write, she has math tutoring, and then you can write the day or the month and the day, okay? Because they're asking you when. So it's preposition of time. Now, at what time is Marina's dentist appointment? Preposition of time. At what time does Marina have math tutoring? Preposition of time as well. Is she going to the movies in the morning or in the evening? You have to write it down, okay? All with this information. Remember, if you have doubts, questions, or complications with the work, we're changing the algebraic chat into live sessions of Zoom, Mondays and Wednesdays from 10:30 to 11. Don't worry, I already sent you the link for the live session of today. If you want to go online and talk with me about the doubts that you have, go ahead and do it. I'll be waiting for you. If you don't, nothing happens. If you just want to go online and say hi, it's the same, okay? Now, after you do this, we go to page 80. That is the last page of today. And it says, prepositions of place review. Don't worry, the activity is extremely easy. You're gonna have fun. So let's see what it says. We use prepositions to talk about where something is located and to give directions. Circle the preposition in each sentence. Then draw a picture to match the sentence. For example, this one. The circle is next to the triangle. Where is the preposition of place? Circle, next to, or the triangle? Next to. That is the preposition of place. Next to. It means to a side of something else. So what would you have to do? You would have to draw a circle that is next to a triangle. And that's it. Then let's see the other ones that you have to draw. The circle is between a triangle and a square. The other one, the circle is in front of the triangle. the other. The triangle is above the square, above the square. The circle is under the square. The square is in the circle. And that's all the activity. Complicated? No, I'm sure you're going to do it extremely fast. Then teamwork. No, because you're not on teams. Actually, this topic of prepositions, it's quite easy for you. It's not that complicated, so you don't need to do more work. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen with you. Now, kids, this is all the work for today. Let's summarize what we have to do today. Phonology, page 21 and 22, you have to work with the vocabulary, a little dictation, have fun with writing, and then you have to correct a postcard. You have to underline the word that is misspelled and then write the 8 wrong words in the correct way. Then we go to language and we're practicing prepositions of time and place. We're using in, on, at on the first activity, and then on the second activity, you have to draw, you have to circle first the preposition and then draw a picture that matches the sentence. That's all. Again, if you have doubts or questions, you can always send me well, you can always get online on the live session Mondays and Wednesdays. And if not, you can send me a message through Algebreaks and I'll answer it. We're not going to be using the chat. We're going to be using the live session. It is not obligatory. If you don't want to go online because you think something bad is going to happen, you think that your safety is going to be compromised, don't do it. Nothing happens. Send a message and I'll answer it. Okay, that's it. That's all the work for today, kids. I hope that you have a great day. Again, for my Star Wars fans, may the 4th be with you. Enjoy your Star Wars day. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Teacher Roy signs out. Peace. Bye-bye, kids. See you tomorrow.